Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations, and today we're diving back into some Cookie Run Kingdom, and we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Pastry Cookie and everything that you need to know about them. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be giving you guys all of the information you need to know about Pastry Cookie, things like the skill, the toppings, what position in class they currently run, what they are good and utilized for, and we're going to check out some combat and decide if it is going to be a cookie worth investing in and swapping out somebody else on your team. So with that being said, the first thing you need to know right off of the bat, if you haven't already guessed it, she is a ranged class cookie. She is a she, by the way, and last but not least, is going to be placed in that rear category. So a direct contender against somebody like Rye Cookie. However, don't get too excited just yet. She is a nun. Yeah, I know, a nun who is a certified BA assassin. I mean, come on. What's not to like about him? Nevertheless, like I said, Pastry Cookie, really wicked. I absolutely love the story mode behind Pastry Cookie. If you have not done so already, dive into the Chaos Tower, because I'm not going to spoil it for you, but dive into the Chaos Tower in the story mode that goes along with the event. 100% really cool and creative, and it all is centered around Red Velvet Cookie, Dark Enchantress Cookie, Pomegranate, and last but not least, you guessed it, Pastry Cookie. Really cool, overall story. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into her skill. It's gonna be Battle Prayer. So injustice shall be purged. There it is again. After a regular attack, Pastry Cookie fires an arrow of light at the nearest enemy. Under the effect of the Battle Prayer, the cookie's regular attack damage and attack speed are both increased. Now, that basically says in the gray here, kind of breaks down what exactly is being increased and at what percentage. It's going to be 50% attack speed for 10 seconds, and then single hit damage is increased by 98.9%. And then it basically says light bringing arrow ricochet hits 2, and then light bringer arrow ricochet damage 75%. All right, so now basically to sum all of this up, what it's saying is you've got two different things. We've got attack speed being buffed, and we've got attack damage being buffed. Both of these items are going to then shoot what they call arrows, and then these arrows do have the ability to ricochet off of enemies, and then when they ricochet, they're not going to be doing 100% damage. They're only going to hit that next enemy for 75% damage. All right, now at the base value, looks really good. However, when we get into some gameplay, I will explain some things about Pastry Cookie and why it's not going to be the best option. But first of all, let's dive into some toppings and show you guys exactly what I recommend running. So the first thing up is going to be the topping choice, and that's going to be the searing raspberries. Now, the reason being is because searing raspberries, if you don't already know, in this game is probably single-handedly the best topping set ever. And that's going to be because it's going to directly increase the attack power of whatever cookie you put it on. And not only that, there are only 3 sets out of all of these. Out of all these sets that you see currently here on the screen, there are only 3 sets that are going to be worth ever investing in, and that's going to be, like I said, the solid almonds here for damage resistance, and we also have the swift chocolates for that cooldown reduction, and the last but not least, you guessed it, those searing raspberries. So 100% invest in searing raspberries for Pastry Cookie, because again, it's going to be an attack cookie. You're trying to get as much damage as you possibly can out when utilizing somebody like this. And last but not least, diving into some of the substats that you're looking for, that's going to be the cooldown reduction, obviously, to allow her to pop off her skill more, to then increase her attack speed and attack damage more often. Not only that, you're going to be looking for the additional attack stat, as you can see, like something like this one here. And then last but not least, I don't think crit damage would be a bad one to run on Pastry Cookie. You could argue that damage resistance just 100% would be better, because then she takes less damage. But at the end of the day, she's in the back row. I'm not going to be too concerned about her. I think crit damage or crit percent would be better, to just allow her to do an additional amount of damage from hitting those crits. Alrighty, now diving into some official gameplay here, we hopped into 427 just to show you guys how her skill really works. We've slowed it down to 1 times speed just so you can see what's really going on. But at the end of the day, she pops off her skill. She's going to be getting that attack speed buff and that attack damage buff. Utilizing those searing raspberries, we're able to clear this stage no problem whatsoever, because she does at least that much damage. But like I said, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, and also a lot of the top tier guild members that I have spoken to over in the Whiz Takers and in the Loser Squad, both of them have been doing a lot of stress testing when it comes to utilizing her, leveling her up. I think some of them almost have her maxed out at level 60, which takes quite a bit of wailing, but nevertheless, they've been stress testing her, and they just don't think that it's going to be very useful when comparing it to other damage dealing cookies, right? So even though she is a single target, she technically is an AoE with her ricochet, so just keep that in mind. line, so you have to put her in the realm of other AoE cookies. That's going to be things like espresso, latte, black raisin, and every one of those cookies are going to be far superior when it comes to the damage output. And not only that, the fact that we've already had those cookies for so long, and without her actually bringing us something new to the table, it's not going to be really worth investing in. And like I said, that's not just me, that's also the top tier guilds in the game currently also suggesting don't invest any more resources or anything into Pastry Cookie. However, if you are a content creator or maybe you are a collector like myself, definitely get in here, sum it up on the rate up banner. Once you get a copy of her, I would highly recommend you switch from the featured banner down to the regular normal banner, so then you don't have to worry about getting a increased chance of getting pastry. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree or disagree with utilizing Pastry Cookie? Like I said, I really think that her story is awesome, and I love the aesthetics. It's a nun that's an archer. We love those archer classes. But that's going to be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. As always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time we drop a video, and I will see you guys on the next one.